It's time for another radio break reaction. I'm Todd Stach from Beyond 615. At the time of this video, I've held over 1,400 coaching sessions where I've discovered universal truths that can be tailored to individual shows. Let's listen to Eric and Heather from WPER in Virginia.
This is your encouraging WPER.
Hi, we're Eric and Heather. Thank you for letting us hang out with you today.
All right, Eric and Heather, upbeat, friendly, welcoming, believable in the first few seconds.
The number one thing that causes people the most anxiety. What do you think that is? Heather, what do you think that is?
Spiders.
Bring in line, activating the listener into the conversation. He asks the listener, what do you think that is? A rhetorical question. And then he asks his co-host, Heather, what do you think that is? And Heather comes back with an immediate response. Listen.
No. Like
she said spiders.
Fear. It creates fear in people. And
spiders.
No.
She's not going to let that go.
Okay, let me phrase it this way. Because I've seen these lists all the time. People would rather go to the dentist than to do this.
Taxes.
No.
Eric is a little frustrated, in a joking, fun way. And I love how he leads Heather along and also the audience. This creates a little mystery. This creates a little drama. Okay, I'm going to keep listening. What is it?
Oh,
you can take courses in it. It's almost like radio charades, Pictionary, but with words. What was the game, Balderdash or something like that, where you try to explain the scenario?
There, pops up on my feed all the time with tips how to be a better, and no one wants this, I'll be honest with you. So I don't know who they're catering to, but what'd you say?
She said something there. He was talking, and so he asked her to state it again, which is great. Guys, this is like two friends hanging out in a coffee shop, sipping on their favorite lattes with one listener. Let me back this up just a little bit here.
So I don't know who they're catering to, but what'd you say?
Teacher?
No.
Oh.
His response, like Eric knows it because he read the article.
Public speaking.
Oh.
Speaking in public is the thing that, just takes a grip on us. And we're like, I don't want that. But like I said, it pops up in my feed. And I'm like, who are they trying to reach here? Like, how to be a brilliant public speaker. I'm like, none of us, most of us don't want to even speak publicly, let alone be brilliant at it.
That doesn't bother me one bit. Spiders, yes. Taxes,
no
yes.
wonder you didn't guess
No,
it.
I don't. No, because
Eric brings it full circle.
it doesn't bother me. I mean, I remember, even from being a little kid.
Okay, before we go any further, Heather now is going to funnel down and tell a story from her life, only her life. This is taking show prep that you might see online, might be a story relevant to today that a lot of news websites are covering, and then personalizing it to a show. No other radio show can do this break from this point on because it's personal to Heather's life. And that's brilliant when you take a random show prep idea and turn it into something that you can tell a story from your own life. Good job, Heather.
My mom always did stuff like at church, and my dad had a gas station, so we were always out there. My mom would be like, go tell so. I mean, even from a little age, my mom's like, here, go do this. I'm like, all right. So I'd stand up in front of people. So
you learn that Heather's dad owned a gas station. That's very unique. It's very memorable. I call it crumbs of connection being dropped on your show. If you go to the pond and you take like bread or whatever and just throw down some crumbs of bread for the ducks, and the ducks are like, "Quack, quack, quack, quack." Well, the listeners are like ducks. You're just throwing them crumbs of connection that they can remember and relate to, or know somebody that did that too, or maybe a complete opposite opinion of the one you shared on the air, right? It's not always trying to win fans over for the right reasons. I mean, Rush Limbaugh and Howard Stern had a lot of listeners who had the opposite view of their shows tune in so that they could get riled up and try to argue with them in their own car or call in and start an argument with the host. So again, it's just having an opinion and sharing a story from your own life that creates those memorable stories that people will remember.
it doesn't bother me.
You are listening to one of the select few on the planet that enjoys public speaking.
And then Eric takes it into a witty direction.
Yeah, it doesn't bother, because the worst part when you get like at a wedding party and somebody's like, who's gonna, I'm like, do you need help? Yes. Okay, good. Just tell me what to say and I'll do it.
All right. So for your next event, when you're choosing someone to speak, it would be
introduce
Heather
the wedding party
over Eric any day.
There they go. A little fun, having a little self-deprecation, having a moment where their show's entertaining, right? Got to have fun. If you're in Christian radio, yeah, you have your spiritual depth, faith breaks, but you also have to have fun and be a normal human being that reveals parts of their life. And it's so good. Eric did not steal the camera angle there and make this break about his own life, because Heather funneled down to her own life experience when it comes up to public speaking. So 1 star per break. Heather was the star. Eric helped pull the break forward in a different direction than it had already gone. So way to go, guys. If you found this video helpful and want to see more, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're a radio personality, you can have your on-air break featured when you email me, todd@beyond615.com.